Okay, you've got to get busy here. You've got to show me something.
Malin Hermansson drops a massive bombshell on Dakota Ditcheva, claiming, "Yeah, of course, she's 7-0. She's undefeated, but she's not unbeatable. I said it before, if I play my cards right, I will win the fight."
Yeah, of course, she's 7-0. She's undefeated, but she's not unbeatable. I said it before. If I play my cards right, I win the fight.
But Dakota had her own response ready, and it was ice cold. She definitely looked more nervous this time. Yeah, she was twitching and stuff, and obviously she wants to end the hype train. She had a bit to say after the fight, but I mean, I'm aggressive enough as it is. You don't want to piss me off before. So we'll just see when we get in the cage tomorrow, won't we?
So that gives you more confidence?
She definitely looked more nervous this time. Yeah, she was like twitching and stuff. And obviously she wants to end the hype train. She had a bit to say after the fight. But I mean, I'm aggressive enough as it is. You don't want to piss me off before. So we'll just see when we get in the cage tomorrow, won't we?
The stage was set. The trash talk was done. Now it was time to settle it inside the cage at PFL Europe's debut show in Newcastle, and Dakota was ready to end her career. Two warriors, two completely different paths, but only one could walk away victorious. Dakota Ditcheva, just 24 years old, came into this fight riding a wave of destruction. 7 wins, 7 finishes, 6 by knockout. The former teenage Muay Thai world champion had transitioned to MMA and made it look effortless. Her strike was elite, her power was undeniable, and her confidence unshakable. On the other side stood Malin Hermansson from Sweden, a tough, battle-tested fighter known for her durability and relentless spirit. She saw Dakota's undefeated record not as intimidation, but as an opportunity, a chance to shock the world and prove that the hype train could be derailed. The verbal warfare had already begun. Hermansson made her intentions crystal clear on social media and in interviews. She believed Dakota was beatable. She believed she had the tools to expose the British sensation.
You can see Hermansson just trying to lock up one of those arms. Again, Hermansson, the arms are almost presenting themselves a dip wrap to a BJJ player. Powell gets out the back door, but Hermansson slams a shot on it, choke us in with no hooks, but that looks on it. There's the top, she gets it! The kickboxer gets the submission finish. If you ask most people here, weren't expecting to see the sub.
En route to the first stoppage victory of her career. No need for the hooks when you have that kind of power in your arms. Next to the bicep and boom, that's all she wrote.
But Dakota, she wasn't rattled. If anything, the trash talk only fueled her fire. She noticed something during the face-offs. Hermansson's nervous twitches, the subtle signs of doubt. Dakota had been in big fights before. She thrived under pressure, and she was about to prove why you don't wake a sleeping lion. September 30th, the Vertu Motors Arena in Newcastle was sold out and absolutely electric. This wasn't just another fight card. This was PFL Europe's debut show, and Dakota Ditcheva was carrying it on her shoulders. The weight of expectation was massive. The first show of a brand new European league, 32 of Europe's best fighters, and Dakota was positioned as the face of it all. No pressure, right?
Manchester, England, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
As the fighters made their walks to the cage, you could feel the tension. Malin Hermansson entered first, game face on, ready to back up every word she'd said. She looked confident. She looked prepared.
Out of the blue corner, she's a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds and in 9 professional bouts.
Then came Dakota, stone cold, no theatrics, no wasted energy, just pure focus. The trash talk was over. The predictions had been made. Now it was time to fight. And we're underway. Dakota came out measured and technical. Everyone expected her to put on a striking clinic. That's what she did in her first 7 fights. That's what made her famous. Devastating knockouts, lightning-fast combinations, Muay Thai brilliance. Hermansson tried to find her rhythm early, moving forward with aggression, trying to pressure the British star. But Dakota's distance control was impeccable. She peppered Malin with leg kicks, body kicks, keeping her at range, setting traps. 3 minutes into the first round, Dakota initiated a clinch against the cage. She landed brutal knees to the body. Hermansson was trying to survive the storm, but Dakota had other plans. In one smooth motion, Dakota executed a takedown. Wait, what? The knockout artist is going to the ground. This was not the Dakota Ditcheva we'd seen before. This was evolution in real time. Once on the mat, Dakota was like a completely different fighter. She transitioned from side control with technical precision. Hermansson tried to escape, but Dakota was 2 steps ahead. She secured the back position, both hooks in, complete control, and then the finish.
Switch stances. As we've seen a couple times already, here's a clinch now. We've seen this pay big dividends for Dakota Ditcheva in the past. Pressing Hermansson against the cage.
Do we have Dakota trying to work for a takedown here, or is she just trying to work for frames so she can knee? She's using good head position at the moment.
Beautiful knee.
Brought that knee all the way up.
Dakota locked in a deep rear naked choke. Textbook technique. Hermansson fought it. She tried to resist, but the choke was tight. Too tight. At 3 minutes and 52 seconds of round 1, Malin Hermansson was forced to tap.
Okay, you've got to get busy here. You've got to show me something.
The Vertu Motors Arena erupted. Dakota Ditcheva had done it again, but this time it was different. As Dakota stood up, her mother and former British kickboxer Lisa Howarth rushed into the cage to celebrate. The emotion was real. The pride was overwhelming. Dakota had carried the weight of being the face of PFL Europe's debut show, and she delivered in spectacular fashion.
Well, I'm not going to interrupt while you celebrate with Mom. I mean, come on.
In her post-fight interview, Dakota was confident but respectful. "I showed I'm not just a striker. The other girls are giving it their all, but you need more than split decision wins if you want to knock me out of this competition." Then came the warning to her future opponents. "I feel a bit sorry for the woman who's going to face me next. I'm very proud of myself. This means a lot. It's the first time I've carried a show like this. I'm only 24, haven't been in the MMA game long, and felt a lot of pressure this week."
And show that I'm not just a striker in these flyweights. You need to be careful.
All right, well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this flyweight division, because we saw 2 great fights earlier in your division, split decision victories. I know you're sitting back there assessing the competition. How do you feel like it stacks up to this point?
I mean, fair play, the girls are coming and giving it their all, but you get split decision wins. Like, you need to bring a bit more than that if you want to try and knock me out of this competition, because that's not going to work.
For Malin Hermansson, it was a tough night. She came in confident, backed up her words with action, but ran into a fighter operating on another level. The bombshell she promised to drop never materialized. Instead, Dakota dropped one of her own. Let's break down why this victory was so significant. First, Dakota is now 8-0, 8 fights, 8 finishes. But more importantly, she's shown she can finish fights in multiple ways. 6 knockouts and now her first submission victory. That's terrifying for any opponent preparing to face her.
The winner
of Ariane Lipski
and new KSW flyweight champion, Ariane Lipski.
Well, this is a very cool knee bar finish by Ariane Lipski against Luana Carolina from back in July on Fight Island. Not only did she hit a really cool knee bar, she hit it as a counter to Carolina's calf slicer. A calf slicer I was pretty sure was about to win Carolina the fight.
PFL sends the massive bombshell message to Dakota Ditcheva for her next fight. PFL signs 2 girls from UFC. Yes, you heard that right. The Queen of Violence. Ariane Lipski da Silva, with a 17-11 record, featuring 4 KOs in the first round, 2 KOs in the second round, 3 submissions in the first round, and 1 submission in the second round.
Unanimous decision, Viviana
contra a Aika Miura, né? E aí na época ela era uma estrela lá do Japão, e aí eu fui, ganhei dela.
And the second fighter, Viviane Araujo, with a 13-7 record, including 1 KO in the first round, 2 KOs in the second round, 3 submissions in the second round, and 1 submission in the third round. Can these girls be the biggest threat to Dakota, or even beat Dakota? Stick around because we're breaking it all down.
Come on in.
Defense.
We're ready.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
Let's set the stage here, people. Dakota Ditcheva has been absolutely unstoppable. The undefeated British knockout artist made waves in 2024 when the PFL introduced its women's 125-pound division. She didn't just win, she dominated. Remember that final against Taila Santos? Ditcheva absolutely destroyed her, proving that all the hype surrounding her name wasn't just talk. It was backed up by pure skill and power.
Unprecedented level of violence.
But here's where things got interesting. With Ditcheva's star rising faster than a rocket, everyone started talking about her potentially jumping ship to the UFC to challenge the legendary Valentina Shevchenko. The MMA world was buzzing with anticipation. But then, boom! This past summer, Dangerous Dakota shut all that down by signing a brand new deal with the PFL.
Right on the money, baby. What a kid.
Now, critics immediately jumped on this decision, pointing out what seemed like an obvious problem. Where are the opponents? The PFL's women's flyweight division didn't have the depth that Ditcheva needed to keep proving herself against elite competition. Many fans and analysts questioned whether she'd have anyone worthy to test her skills against. Well, the PFL just answered those critics in the loudest way possible.
And a deadly clinch game.
The Professional Fighters League has completely revamped its approach this year. They ditched their confusing tournament system that had fans scratching their heads, and they've adopted a more traditional format with divisional titles. And Dakota Ditcheva, she's the clear front-runner for that inaugural flyweight championship belt. But now, she's got real competition knocking at her door.
Lipski has come to do business. There is no 2 ways about this, and she's got stoppage power.
Lipski, a real fan favorite for a reason. Another Brazilian breakout star. 2017, she believes will be her year, and you can see why.
26 segundos por nocaute é Ariane Lipski.
First up, we've got Ariane Lipski da Silva, better known as the Queen of Violence, and trust me, that nickname is earned, not given. This 31-year-old Brazilian powerhouse comes in with a 17-11 record, and while some might look at those numbers and think she's vulnerable, let me break down why she's absolutely dangerous. Da Silva is a former KSW champion who spent years battling in the UFC octagon. Sure, she exited on a 3-fight losing streak, but before that rough patch, she was making noise. In late 2023, she submitted Casey O'Neill with a brutal armbar that reminded everyone why she carries that Queen of Violence title.
Po 2 elektryzujących występach w okrągłej klatce, piękna i niebezpieczna Brazylijka o polskich korzeniach Ariane Lipski postawiła sobie za cel zdobycie pasa KSW.
Ale co w pięściach Ariane Lipski! Czy on slow kick nie zaatakować, a później skończyć walkę, ten ją dopis. Abaixa a cabeça, solta o braço, madeira, golpe de direita.
And if you want to talk about brutal, 5 years ago, she delivered one of the most horrifying submissions in UFC history when she snapped Luana Carolina's knee with a knee bar that still makes people wince when they watch the replay. This woman knows how to finish fights, and she knows how to do it devastatingly.
Offsetting, she's faking them right hand. Very nice.
And the reason those feints are working is because she scored takedowns. If she had never taken her down, she wouldn't be worried about dropping. Knockdown for Araujo! Vivi Araujo!
Oh my gosh!
Wow! What a moment for Araujo! As she knocks out Talita Bernardo and wins the UFC debut in style. What a way to get the night!
Now let's talk about Vivi Araujo, because this 38-year-old Brazilian veteran might actually be the more dangerous opponent for Ditcheva. Araujo spent 6 years in the UFC and was a longtime member of the flyweight top 10. Let that sink in. She wasn't just hanging around in the division. She was consistently ranked among the best in the world. During her time in the octagon, she racked up impressive victories over big names like Karine Silva, Jennifer Maia, and Roxanne Modafferi.
Decision, Viviane Araujo!
Vivi, I know it's been an emotional year for you. Congratulations on a great performance tonight. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel great. And I trained a lot this year.
Her record stands at 13-7, and what makes Vivi so dangerous is her well-rounded game. She's not just a one-trick pony. She can strike, she can grapple, and she's got the experience of competing at the highest level for over half a decade. That kind of experience is invaluable. When she exited the UFC after dropping a decision to Tracy Cortez at UFC 317 back in June, many thought her best days were behind her. But joining the PFL gives her a fresh start and a massive opportunity to prove she's still got what it takes to compete with the very best. So here's the million-dollar question that everyone's asking. Can either of these UFC veterans actually beat Dakota Ditcheva? Let's be real here. Ditcheva hasn't just been winning fights, she's been destroying opponents. Her knockout power is absolutely elite, and she's shown zero weaknesses so far in her undefeated career. She's won both the PFL Europe Championship and the PFL Global Championship in back-to-back years. This woman is on a mission. However, here's the thing. Both Araujo and Da Silva bring something Ditcheva hasn't really faced yet. High-level UFC experience. They've been in there with the absolute best fighters in the world. They've dealt with championship pressure. They've been in there with the absolute best fighters in the world. They've dealt with championship pressure. They know what it takes to compete at the elite level night in and night out.
The crowd absolutely uproarious in their appreciation. This is going to be a real tussle between these two. Lipski, very aggressive, very focused, and as I said, she's come to do business. From Brazil, it's a long way to come for a short fight, and I think that's what she wants to do tonight. I think she wants to finish business early.
Da Silva's submission game is no joke, and if she can get Ditcheva to the ground, things could get very interesting very quickly. Remember, Ditcheva is primarily a striker, and while she's been dominant on her feet, we haven't seen how she handles a world-class grappler who's hunting for limbs. Araujo's veteran savvy and well-rounded skill set could pose problems too. She's not going to get overwhelmed by the moment, and she knows how to game plan against dangerous strikers. Her experience alone makes her a legitimate threat. This is huge for the PFL. By signing these two experienced UFC veterans, they've instantly added credibility and depth to their women's flyweight division. This directly addresses the criticism that came after Ditcheva re-signed with the promotion. The new simplified championship format means we're going to see clear title contenders emerge, and both Araujo and Da Silva just jumped to the front of that line. PFL CEO John Martin is making moves to legitimize this division, and these signings prove that the promotion is serious about building something special around Dakota Ditcheva.
Her nickname is the squeeze. Can Danielle Kelly get the squeeze?
She's got it. It's sunk in. It looks like something.
Chin, Rich. This is a face crack. This is just a face crack.
About 12, 13 years ago, I was getting bullied a lot. So my dad at the time, we were searching for schools. Like at first it was like karate. Like we went to Tiger Showman's. Right. Didn't really like it. And then a few years later, I ended up going to like a jiu-jitsu school. So I wanted to learn how to strike. And my coach at the time just kind of put me in a jiu-jitsu class.
Danielle Kelly, nicknamed the Beauty Beast, and why she could be the biggest threat to the undefeated Dakota Ditcheva.
Right in the back. She's got locked in on Molchanova to the canvas they go. Danielle Kelly in the white trunks.
Molchanova's tough. She's trying to get out.
Molchanova taps.
With her world-class grappling skills and an incredible professional record, could this cute-faced killer be the one to challenge the PFL champion? Stay tuned, because this is going to be insane. Let's start with who Danielle Kelly really is. Born December 4th, 1995 in Philadelphia, this Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt has been making waves in the grappling world since she was just 11 years old. Standing at 5 feet 4 inches and competing at 114 pounds, Kelly might look like she stepped off a magazine cover, but don't let that fool you. She's an absolute beast on the mats.
I knew, right? As Kelly tries to step in there and attack a leg, she goes in for a heel hook.
Heel hook, the 10 for Danielle Kelly.
Catch.
A catch has been called by Herb Dean.
Oh, that's points on the board for Bastos.
Kelly made history in 2023 when she became the inaugural one women's atomweight submission grappling world champion, defeating her rival Jessica Kahn in an epic battle. This wasn't just any win, it was a statement to the entire combat sports world that women's grappling had arrived at the highest level. Training under coach Carol Pravec at Silver Fox BJJ, Kelly has faced and defeated some of the biggest names in combat sports. We're talking about UFC veterans like Roxanne Modafferi, Cynthia Calvillo, and former UFC strawweight champion Carla Esparza. That's not a typo. She submitted these MMA fighters using pure grappling technique. Now let's talk numbers, because they're absolutely insane. Kelly's professional grappling record shows approximately 20 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw in her major championship bouts. But here's where it gets wild. When you factor in her complete competitive history, including smaller tournaments and exhibition matches, she's racked up an estimated 120 wins throughout her career.
High level work from both women.
Almost
nearly get past the leg.
By. Let's see. She's going to stack. Oh, she's going to look for. She's looking for entries everywhere. Let's see if she goes to the back here. Amarante is hooked on the leg as well. But Daniel's leg is on an angle. Oh, there we go. Well, she's just focusing on body control. She could sprawl her leg back and split that grip. She's going to be on the back or on a head and arm triangle of Amarante.
She's trying to coming in there.
Out of her 20 major wins, 14 came by submission. That's a 70% finish rate. She's secured victories through rear naked chokes, knee bars, toe holds, and heel hooks. Her submission game is so diverse that opponents literally don't know where the attack is coming from. Kelly has competed at the highest levels, including one championship where she became world champion, Who's Number 1, WNO, Championships, Fury Pro Grappling, ADCC Trials Rise Invitational, 2018 125 pounds champion, Submission, Hunter Pro, 130 pounds, no-gi champion.
I knew, right? As Kelly tries to step in there and attack a leg, she goes in for a heel hook.
Heel hook, the 10 for Danielle Kelly.
Catch.
Catch has been called by Herb Dean.
Oh, that's points on the board for Bastos.
She's earned Performance of the Night bonuses twice in one championship, proving she doesn't just win, she puts on a show. So why do they call her the Beauty Beast? Simple. She's got the face of a model and the fighting instincts of a predator. This contrast is what makes her so dangerous and so fascinating to watch.
And fell in love with it.
Born and raised in Philadelphia, now based in New Jersey, one of the most popular young American grapplers.
Deep, that's a face crank.
Riding the pack. She's got locked in on Molchanova.
Molchanova's tough. She's trying to get out.
Molchanova taps. And the American Danielle Kelly with an impressive,
Kelly's fighting style is built on 3 pillars. First, positional dominance. She doesn't rush. Kelly methodically breaks down her opponents through superior positional control. She transitions seamlessly between guards, always staying one step ahead, setting up her attacks like a chess master. Second, leg lock mastery. This is where Kelly truly shines. Her leg lock game is ELITE level. She's equally dangerous with knee bars, toe holds, and heel hooks. When Kelly attacks your legs, you're in serious trouble. Just ask Jessica Kahn, who she caught with a combination of knee bar and toe hold techniques in their championship bout.
Let's go!
Danielle said that May should worry about everything. Danielle Kelly chooses to pull guard. She's looking for a possible armbar here. Oh, nice little twist. Look how fast Kelly is.
Here comes Kelly. Can she get it?
He's got to be careful here. This is a danger zone right here.
Can find the submission. Here goes Kelly again.
Oh, dropping down, going after the toe hold again.
Here she goes again.
Yamaguchi's scrambling.
Both women hunting for a finish. An amazing contest.
The chairman and CEO.
Third, relentless pressure. Kelly never stops working. She chains submissions together, so even if you escape one attack, there are 2 more coming right behind it. This constant pressure breaks opponents mentally and physically. What makes her especially dangerous is her ability to adapt mid-match. She's trained with the absolute best at facilities like Evolve MMA in Singapore, Underground Arts, and Black Hole Jiu-Jitsu. This exposure to different styles and techniques has made her game incredibly well-rounded.
And also her chokes. Kelly does use a flexibility. She'll attack those legs. She'll stretch you out if you give her a chance. She's got the fastest ever submission victory at who's number 1.
Now, here's the million-dollar question. Could Danielle Kelly actually threaten Dakota Ditcheva? Let's look at the facts. Dakota Ditcheva is 15-0 in MMA with 12 knockouts. She's the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Champion, the youngest champion in PFL history. And she just became the first British female MMA world champion. Her striking is nasty. Those body punches that finished Tyla Santos? Brutal.
Come on in.
On the fence.
We're ready.
So long and rangy.
Put away.
But here's Dakota's potential weakness. Grappling. While Dakota has shown some submission skills, she submitted Malin Hermansson with a rear naked choke. Her game is built primarily on striking. She's a Muay Thai world champion who transitioned to MMA. Most of her wins come from knockouts, not submissions. Enter Danielle Kelly.
Unprecedented level of violence.
If Kelly were to transition to MMA and face Dakota, she brings the exact skill set that could neutralize Dakota's striking. Kelly has already proven she can handle MMA, fighters in grappling-only matches. She submitted multiple UFC veterans who are experienced in mixed martial arts. Think about it. Dakota has never faced anyone with Kelly's level of pure grappling expertise. Kelly's ability to secure takedowns, control positions, and finish with submissions could be the kryptonite to Dakota's striking-heavy game. People are now calling Danielle Kelly the Dakota of one championship. And honestly, it fits perfectly. Both women. They are young, attractive athletes who are breaking barriers, became champions in their respective organizations. Dakota in PFL, Kelly in ONE, have incredible finish rates. They are inspiring the next generation of female fighters, dominate through technical excellence, not just physicality.
That in her last fight, scored a beautiful takedown and a rear naked choke in the first round. I can't think of a bigger talent in women's MMA right now.
Kom igen! Ja, rätt kurs!
Cornelia Holm just drops the massive bombshell message aimed directly at Dakota Ditcheva. Nobody expected what would happen next. This is the story of how pre-fight confidence turned into a devastating reality check inside the cage. Dakota Ditcheva and Cornelia Holm, from trash talk to knockout. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell because you won't want to miss what happens next.
Kom igen! Rätt kurs! Rätt kurs! Rätt kurs in! Kom igen! Rätt jäveln kurs! Jäveln kurs! Kör! Kom igen!
Cornelia Holm didn't hold back. In a pre-fight interview that went viral, she sent a massive bombshell message directly to Dakota Ditcheva, claiming superiority in every aspect of the game. But, I mean, for sure, I'm stronger in wrestling. Obviously, I would like to take it to the ground, and I would feel that I'm definitely stronger there. Then I have a lot of confidence in my striking as well. So, like all around, I feel confident.
But I mean, for sure, I'm stronger in wrestling. Obviously, I would like to take it to the ground, and I would feel that I'm definitely stronger there. Then I have a lot of confidence in my striking as well. So, like all around,
Holm's confidence was sky high. She believed she had Dakota's number, claiming dominance in wrestling, striking, and overall fight IQ. The MMA community was buzzing. Was Cornelia right, or was she walking into a trap? But Dakota Ditcheva, she wasn't losing sleep over the trash talk. Her response was calm, calculated, and carried the quiet confidence of a true finisher. When asked about all the pre-fight talk from her opponents throughout the tournament, Dakota delivered a response that would prove prophetic. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way, because I'm not really bothered about proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I listened to so many people talking like throughout this whole tournament. It's nice to get in the cage and showcase my skills and shut them up that way, because I'm not really bothered about like proving them wrong. Do you know what I mean? I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers.
That's the difference right there. While Holm was busy making predictions, Dakota was focused on preparation. She didn't need to respond with words. She was planning to respond with violence. And that's exactly what happened. But it didn't stop there. After Dakota's interview went public, Cornelia Holm took to Twitter and dropped another bombshell, doubling down on her claims and firing back at Dakota's confidence. The online back and forth had fans divided. Some backed Holm's wrestling credentials. Others knew Dakota's knockout power was something special. The stage was set. Two undefeated fighters, two massive egos, one cage. Only one would leave with their reputation intact. When the cage door finally shut, all the talk, all the tweets, all the predictions, none of it mattered anymore. This was about who could back it up. From the opening bell, Dakota Ditcheva took complete control. She stalked Cornelia Holm with calm, calculated aggression. Holm tried to stay light on her feet, flicking out jabs and trying to control the distance, but Dakota's timing was laser sharp.
after being dropped. Good jab again from Dakota Ditcheva. Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away.
Oh!
Beyond a power drive.
And that'll do it! Dakota Ditcheva with the third round finish!
What a finish, beautiful.
Those leg kicks, absolutely brutal. Each one landed with a thud that echoed through the arena. Holm's movement slowed almost immediately. The wrestling specialist who promised to dominate on the ground couldn't even get close enough to attempt a takedown.